Hey YouTube, FlakJacket1000 here again, and today's episode is on how to make the recoil spring housing. And that, of course, would be this part, starting right here, and going around here. It's the round under part of the gun right here. So, what you'll need is to find a book. And this happened to be the Scarlet Letter. So if you happen to have this copy of the Scarlet Letter, that's by Prentice Hall Library, this will work fine. Or you can find another book that will be of the right diameter up here on the end of the binding. You will need to be 0.658 inches. Let me write that down for you. It's 0.658 inches. And that would be the diameter that you'd need to get your caliper on. 0.6 is a little lesson on how to read caliper. It says 0.6. It's a little bit past the 6 there. And then you look over here. That's 5. Yep. Focus. 5, and then it's on 8 over there. The dial's on 8. So it's 0.658. So what I did is I got my calipers and looked at a bunch of books, and it was a little bit less than 0.658, which is okay, just a little bit. So what I did is I got a piece of paper, just a random size, big enough though, and just put it over the book, just so I wouldn't ruin the book or anything. And got painter's tape, so it would come off easy without leaving a mark, and tape the paper to the book. After that, you'll want to get about 12 pieces of paper for this, because this is actually going to be the same dimension as the outer frame. So it was however many pieces of paper you used to make this thickness of the outer frame, that's what you'll need to how many pieces you need to use. And you'll need to make it about 3 inches on one. You'll need to cut out 12 pieces of paper, or however many you use, with 3 inches on one side and 3.5 inches on the other side. And that's just to give you room so that once you put it over this and make it, it'll give you some room to cut out the correct shape and dimension, with it, give you some mess up room, I guess. So what I did is I taped down one of those 3 by 3.5 pieces of paper halfway on this side, and it curved around, and then taped it on that side. And on this, since the binding was a little bit flat, not completely round, I actually made sure that the page was round there. I put a little bit of bend to it, and then I just taped it down. And then I got another piece of paper, say I got this, and then I put glue and spread it out on here, and then I just laid this on top like that and glued it on there. Then after it's dry, I put some more glue right there, and then press the paper down again like that, and then put glue on that side, and then press it down and let it dry. Then repeated. So eventually I was left with this piece, which it's not finished because I haven't cut it out to the right size, but see how it took on a round shape. And when I'm done, I'll cut it out to the right size, and it'll go. Let me show you here. Remember in the last video I told you that cut out that little slot on the trigger guard right here, because that is going to rest in there. So you got the round piece right there. Well, it's actually going to rest right there. So that's what that's for. And the way that I'm going to cut it out to the right size, I'm going to get my blueprints that I use to print out my outer frame, the correct size blueprints, of course. And then I'm going to cut out this piece right here, and then go right there and just cut out that piece. And then I'm going to lay that piece on top of here, just across the bottom right there, and trace out where I need to cut, basically, and do that for both sides, and it should turn out to be the right size. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna make for the next episode, but be sure to keep watching, and you can subscribe if you feel the need to. That'd be okay. And thanks for watching. Oh, also, when you cut this out, make sure you're gonna want to put this where it's supposed to be on the frame, and put both sides on. And it's hard to do with one hand. So let me just do this. You put it where it's supposed to be, and then you're going to want to trace along the line right there to the front and around that curve right there, so that you can cut off some layers, because see how I cut some layers off right there? You can kind of see that, and I trace around the line. See if I can get it to zoom in. Let's see. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I cut and I took some layers off the sides, because when it's on the when it's glued to this, it'll be too thick if it's the same thickness as the other part there. So you want it to be about 0.2, I think it is 0.2 inches. Let me check real fast. Let me get my about 0.02. It's 0.02. Hold on. Yeah, that's what it was on. So make sure it's about 0.02 thickness on the sides, so that way when it combines with the outer frame, it won't be too thick. And that'll be it for this part. So thanks, and subscribe.